from today, I'm getting surgery to stop my nose from running all the time. Let's talk about it. Serious, yeah. So I have a very runny nose. So I have POTS, which is a type of dysautonomia, and you may or may not know, but your mucus production is actually, sorry, one second. Your autonomic nervous system is largely in charge of your mucus production. So if you have a type of dysautonomia, that can cause dysfunction of your mucus production, and you can end up with like a really runny nose, like I have. I'm also a recovering addict. My schmugs of choice were schmalcohol and Spokane, rhymes with Spokane. I know that's not how you say it, but it's like white stuff, usually snort up your nose. It gives you the zoomies. It's really bad for you. Just blah. I mean, no offense, to anyone, but yeah, just it's not good for you. I really do not recommend doing it. Did a number to my nose, so I have a really runny nose, and there's a procedure where you can actually burn the nerves in your nose, essentially like turning off that autonomic nervous system, just quieting one part of it. I don't know if that's the sympathetic nervous division or I believe. Anyways, it stops you from having a runny nose. So I wanted to have this procedure, but hold on. I wanted to have that procedure done where they burn the nerves in your nose, which they just do inpatient, like in the exam room while you're wide awake. They put some lidocaine needles up your nose, numb your nose out, and then just burn away while you're awake. Typically, that's what they do. However, because, like I said, I'm a recovering addict of snorting stuff, in my schnoozle, I actually have I have a huge perforation in my septum, so I have a huge hole. So I actually have a prosthetic nasal septum. In addition to that, I have a deviated septum, and then in addition to that, I have a big septal spur on my right side. So you really can't stick anything in on the right side and get to the back of my nasal passage. Like, you can't go in there. There's no space. The left side, you can go all the way, to my throat. It's fine. The right side, very tight, very tight. They couldn't do it. The only way they can do it is if they remove the large septal spur. They could fix my deviated septum, but my ENT does not want to because I have the very large perforation and I have hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Just doesn't seem like a good mix, so she's leaving that be. So next week, in a week from today, next Thursday, I'm going to be under general anesthesia, so I'll be intubated, where they get the tube down your throat to help you breathe and everything. And they're going to remove the septal spur on the right side of my nose, and then they're going to burn the nerves in the back of my nose, and hopefully then my nose won't be running so much. And I know that sounds like silly, like to have is your runny nose really worth it? But it is. It is. I'm always breathing out my mouth, and I actually have excessive choking. So then that makes me like a mouth breather. Then I end up like choking on my shower water more, and that's really dangerous. And I end up just choking on beverages more because I'm always breathing out my mouth. And because I have this I have a prosthetic nasal septum. So between my nasal passages, it's just like this piece of silicone in there with a magnet. When all the snot gets on it, it's not like living mucosa. So when snot gets on it, then it just dries and hardens. So all day I have to go in my nose and pick off these huge fat chunks off the prosthetic and clean it off all day because my nose is always running and then getting stuck on there, and it's not fun. And then I can't breathe out of my nose. It's causing me problems. So it's affecting my vocal cord dysfunction, and I can't live with it anymore. I want to be able to breathe out of my nose without just all this snot and all this stuff going on. So that's what I'm doing next week, and I will let you know how it goes. So wish me luck. I love you all. Bye.